Matthew Perry passed away on Saturday at age 54. The next episode in this feed will cover the Matthew Perry story. What I want to do here is share with you our sister show. It's called TV in the Basement, and they have an episode about Friends, specifically focusing on Matthew Perry. Here's Journey Joe Mitchell and TV in the Basement.
Today we're going down memory lane with one of the greatest TV shows ever, Friends. We're spotlighting Matthew Perry, and later, I'll give you the rundown of some of the best episodes complete with recaps you'll love. So, grab your coffee, Central Perk style, and let's get into it. Friends first premiered in 1994 and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. The show followed the lives of six friends: Rachel Green, played by Jennifer Aniston; Monica Geller, played by Courtney Cox; Phoebe Buffay, played by Lisa Kudrow; Joey Tribbiani, played by Matt LeBlanc; Chandler Bing, played by Matthew Perry; Ross Geller, played by David Schwimmer. The legendary Matthew Perry was born in 1969 in Williamstown, Massachusetts. Perry moved to Los Angeles at a young age. Before Friends, he had several TV appearances, but nothing that stuck long-term. Then came Friends and Chandler Bing, a sarcastic, witty, somewhat awkward but endearing character that Matthew Perry breathed life into. And here's something you might not know. Perry was so in sync with Chandler that he often suggested lines and scenarios for the character. He contributed to shaping Chandler into the iconic figure we know and love today. It's safe to say Chandler Bing wouldn't have been the same without Matthew Perry's unique touch. It is impossible to imagine the series without the performance of Matthew Perry. As the years went by, American culture would not have been the same without him. The actor, known for providing the beloved show with a necessary dose of sarcasm, had made a point to spread awareness of his sobriety in recent years and even opened a sober living house to help others with addiction. His death at 54 came as a surprise, since it seemed like Perry had so much more to do in life. In his 2022 autobiography, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, Perry recounted his struggles with substance abuse and addiction to alcohol and opioids. These issues resulted in multiple trips to rehab and a 5-month-long stay in the hospital in 2018 due to a colon rupture that initially gave him a 2% chance of survival. During the Friends reunion special in 2021, Perry opened up about the pressure he experienced to land the joke in front of a live audience every night, which he believes contributed to his addictions. In April, Perry spoke with the Los Angeles Times regarding Big Terrible Thing at the Festival of Books. He stated, "I was determined to become famous. I was 25, still in the beginning of Friends, and I started to realize that the American dream was not enough to make me content. I wanted more attention and fame, but it did not give me what I expected." The on-screen romance between Ross and Rachel was the driving force of this classic show, but it was Chandler Bing, played by Matthew Perry, who provided the comedic relief. He expertly maneuvered his scenes, especially when paired with Matt LeBlanc's character Joey. Perry's comedic chops were most evident in the 1999 episode, The One Where Everybody Finds Out, which is cited to be one of the best sitcom episodes of that era. His dedication to the complex scheme of trying to prove he wasn't in love with Monica, Courtney Cox, made it a memorable one. Chandler, as he was expected to, becomes overwhelmed. He goes to great lengths to deliver the joke, and the chemistry between Perry and Cox was a comedic blessing. However, he ultimately fails to deceive. There was one thing Perry, as Chandler, was incapable of doing, and that is deceitfulness. His piercing wit, implemented by a talented actor, is simply an amusing observation of his companions. If it were too severe, it would have destroyed the show, and if it was too light, it would have not been effective. No matter the quality of the script or the personal challenges he faced, Perry continuously delivered as an actor. The show's many fans, moved by its blend of comedy and emotion, will now have an even greater appreciation for the effort Perry put into playing a character who hides a deep sadness behind his humorous banter. Throughout his lengthy career, which included movies such as Fools Rush In and The Whole Nine Yards, as well as TV shows such as Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip and the 2015 reboot of The Odd Couple, nothing made quite the same impact as Friends. Friends was created by David Crane and Marta Kauffman, who were looking to develop a show that would encapsulate the essence of life in your 20s, a time characterized by friendships and the search for identity and success. The series was produced by Kevin S. Bright, Marta Kaufman, and David Crane, under their production company Bright/Kaufman/Crane Productions in association with Warner Brothers Television. After Crane and Kaufman pitched the concept, the show was picked up and first premiered on NBC on September 22, 1994. Initially, the show was supposed to focus more on the four characters of Ross, Rachel, Monica, and Joey. But as the writers spent more time fleshing out the characters, they realized the ensemble nature of the cast was where the magic really happened. Thus, Chandler and Phoebe were given more significant roles, making it a true ensemble cast. Casting for the show was a meticulous process, aiming for actors who could not only perform but also had great chemistry with each other. Jennifer Aniston almost didn't make it due to prior commitments to another TV show, which thankfully got canceled. Courtney Cox was originally approached to play Rachel but felt a deeper connection with the character of Monica. Matthew Perry was almost unable to participate due to another pilot he was part of, but fate intervened, and the role of Chandler became his defining career moment. David Schwimmer was the first person cast, and his role was actually written with him in mind. The show initially received mixed reviews but quickly gained traction through word of mouth and the undeniable chemistry between its cast. By its second season, it had climbed into the top 5 of the Nielsen ratings. Over its 10-year run, Friends garnered numerous awards, including Emmys, Golden Globes, and Screen Actors Guild Awards. The series finale, which aired on May 6, 2004, was watched by around 52.5 million American viewers, making it the 5th most-watched series finale in television history. Friends has since become a cultural phenomenon, living on through reruns, streaming platforms, and a plethora of merchandise. The Central Perk set has been recreated for fans to visit, and quotes from the show have permeated everyday language. "We were on a break." The show not only set the bar for future sitcoms, but also influenced popular culture in significant ways. The characters became household names, and the actors achieved international stardom. Hairstyles like the Rachel became a 90s sensation, and catchphrases from the show are still quoted today. Beyond that, the show broke ground by discussing previously taboo topics on primetime TV, although it has also received criticism for a lack of diversity and some dated humor. Even almost 2 decades after the series finale, the show's influence hasn't waned. In 2020, HBO Max acquired the rights for streaming Friends, reportedly paying around $425 million for a 5-year deal. The streaming service also released a reunion special in 2021, which was met with widespread acclaim and nostalgia, proving that the love for Friends endures. Here are some episodes of Friends that are not just iconic, but define what made the series so great. The one where everybody finds out. Oh boy, this one's a roller coaster. It starts with Phoebe discovering Monica and Chandler's relationship through a window. The tension and the comedic timing are top-notch. It's the episode where secrecy takes center stage and the laughs are unstoppable. The last one. The tearjerker that brought a decade-long show to a close. Saying goodbye is never easy, and this episode reminds us of that. From Ross chasing after Rachel to the group leaving their keys on the counter, it's a heartfelt farewell. The one where no one's ready. Talk about stress! Ross needs everyone to get ready for an event, but it turns into a hilarious series of distractions. Chandler and Joey's fight over a chair? Classic. The one with all the poker, the gang teaching Rachel poker, and the underlying competitiveness between Ross and Rachel make this episode unforgettable. It's also where the gang dynamics really start to shine through. Friends isn't just a show, it's an emotion, a part of our collective history. And let's give another round of applause for Matthew Perry. Chandler Bing will forever be one of the most iconic characters in television history, and that's in large part thanks to him. Until next time, I'm Journey Joe Mitchell.